2 years, China's shipbuilding industry has stepped into a golden season, and it became the third biggest shipbuilding country in the world. It is estimated that by the year 2015, China will become the #1 shipbuilding country. Shipment and the shipbuilding market developed rapidly in the past few years, but professional shipbuilding equipment with high efficiency are not developed accordingly. Aiming at this market demand, we Hualian Science and Technology Group commit ourselves to work hard to come up with the first professional T-beam production line for shipbuilding. The complete line is equipped with a chamfering machine, turning device, centralizing device, transmission device, etc. These entire make the line high automatic, and after assembling the 10 heads of the gantry welding machine work at the same time, the last is straightening. The productivity 8 pieces of 23 meters T-beam, if 2 teams per workday, has greatly reduced the labor intensity. In order to meet different market demand, we developed 2 kinds of production lines. The first production line is pipeline. Assembling and the welding are relatively independent. Assembling is made in pipeline, while double-phase welding is made in batches, which solves the problems of speed difference between assembling and welding. Also makes it possible for batch production of T-beam. The second production line adopts a form of single processing, also with more complicated craft work. Chamfering is processed separately, while assembling, welding, and straightening is integrated together. This one requires a small area and less investment, and is suitable for enterprise of small scale. CNC technology of Hualian can be traced back to 80 years of the 20th century, experienced for about more than 20 years. It shares the biggest market within China, and the year output of the company now is more than 300 sets. It is known to all that Hualian is one of the drafter of China's cutting inspection standard, and was remarked as one of the 8 skeleton enterprises in the cutting machine industry of China. The GS2 4500D CNC plasma cutter is equipped with Max 200 plasma resource and Australia RUTX 95300 height sensor. Cutting model is semi-dry. We put plate on the grid table, and below is filled with water. We use water to absorb the smoke and the dust. The GS2 8000 CNC flame cutter owns a linear tree torch which can bevel shape like V, Y, and K, which greatly improves the efficiency. The GS2 4500D CNC plasma cutter equipped with HT2000 plasma resource and sensor THC clean away the dust by virtue of a shower device. There is such device on the torch, and the dropping water is ejected through high pressure and makes all the dust flow into the container. Also, this shields you from strong arc light. This is the most economical dust clean away so far. It doesn't only reduce the cost, but also meets the environmental protection requirements. It is considered the most ideal way for dust removing. The GS2 6000D CNC plasma cutter is equipped with 2 plasma torches, which double the cutting efficiency. Cutting model is underwater. The cutting table with water can be lifted. When start cutting, air bag of the water bed is filled with air, and this makes water level climb quickly. It is at the very time the water just merged the plate that the pneumatic valve is closed, and the water level starts to climb. All the smoke and dust come out while cutting is taken away with water. after cutting open the pneumatic valve again to let water level down. This is the most effective dust removing way, but cost is relatively higher. The GSG series pipe cutter is 6-axis linkage. The data is input into the computer for calculating. It can do all pipe cutting, including beveling and beveling change. It also owns the additional function, such as pre-cutting, turning angle, and automatic speed change. All these make it simple for cutting. The 4 clampers hold the pipe firmly ranges from 60 mm to 1000 mm, and pipe length to be processed can go to 12 meters. There are 4 pipe supports which can make it easy for pipe conveying, fixing, and shifting. CNC pipe cutting machine of our company is also widely used in shipbuilding industry, chemical equipment, boiler manufacturing, petrol industry, harbor machinery, and steel structure, etc. In 2004, this machine was awarded with the Certificate of High and New Technology issued by Science and Technology Office of Jiangsu Province. We additionally developed milling machine according to market demand. The milling range stretch from 1.5 meters to 5 meters or even wider. The 2 sides can be processed simultaneously, and the milling speed ranges from 0.8 meters to 1.5 meters. If equipped with professional knife tool, 2-side beveling can be finished at one time. Hualian Science and Technology Groups is an enterprise which focuses on welding cutting equipment. Prototype of it is Wuxi Hualian Welding and Cutting Equipment Work, which was established in 1987. The total registered capital of the groups now is more than 95 million RMB. It takes an area of 200,000 square meters and owns staffs of more than 680. 80 of them are experienced technicians. Now the year's sales room is more than 200 million and pays a tax of more than 18 million. The company possesses T6916D 1000X40 CNC milling machine from number 2 Chichihar Machine Tool Factory, B2020 14-meter gantry planer from Orient Machine Tool Factory, 2 sets of rail grinding machine from Shanghai Heavy Machine Tool Factory, processing area of which is within 0.02 millimeters. Also, there are high-precision tooth inserting machine and other CNC equipment 200 sets. All these machines ensure a good process quality. According to modern management idea and developing model also requested by various product demands, Hualian sets up 3 sole invested companies and 1 stock shared company, Wuxi Liancheng Steel Industry Company Limited. And the total area of the workshop is more than 55,000 square meters. Wuxi Hualian Welding and Cutting Equipment Work is engaged in manufacturing light and heavy H-beam welding line, box beam welding line, horizontal H-beam welding line, and other assistant welding machines, as well as short blasting machine, etc. It is considered as the biggest steel structure equipment manufacturing base. Wuxi Hualian Precise Machinery Company Limited is mainly engaged in producing drilling, milling, and punching machines. Also is photoelectric CNC secondary process equipment. Wuxi Hualian CNC Technology Company Limited mainly focuses on the development of CNC technology and the numerical control system and the software related. Hualian Science and Technology commits itself to enhance the technology of welding